It's an interesting story. Dr Phil, boy, has he stirred up some controversy with a piece of advice he gave a mother on his website when asked how to deal with a 5-year-old who prefers Barbies and girls' clothes. He, in fact, counsels her not to give the child access to these things to, quote, avoid confusion. Boy, did it prompt some backlash. So even with Americans accusing the American daytime TV host of being homophobic and giving homophobic advice. For her take on the issue, parenting expert Felicity Moore from Brisbane. Good morning, Felicity. What did you think when you read this?
I was surprised. I was shocked, actually. There's quite a strong reaction to it, as you mentioned, online. Certainly my blog readers and Facebook readers and Twitter followers have all reacted very strongly. It's very surprising news from Dr Phil because it's out of keeping with the rest of his parenting style of advice. He's advocating that this be made into a big deal. He's saying, look, you need to take these toys away to avoid confusion. And direct him towards boy-oriented toys and boy-oriented play. Now, Kerri-anne, he knows, and he did say earlier in that same letter to the mother, that this is very normal behaviour, particularly for a 5-year-old, especially for a 5-year-old with 2 older sisters. So this is really normal behaviour, and a lot of parents feel that Dr Phil runs the risk of stigmatising this kind of behaviour and causing unnecessary concern with mothers who see their little boys playing with little girls' toys and suddenly panicking.
Well, let's look at and try and analyse why little boys do it. Just because we've got this issue about boys and an item which happens to be a Barbie, why would it lead a 5-year-old to this behaviour?
Well, it's very common. In the ages of about 2 to 6 years of age, children are identifying gender. They're learning, there are 3 key stages that have been identified in research. They're learning, first of all, gender identity. I am a boy or I am a girl. The next stage that they learn is gender stability, which is I'm a boy and I will grow into a man. So they're identifying what boy is now and what man will become, and that's them. Then the 3rd stage is called gender constancy, and that is I'm a boy and I will always be a boy even if I'm wearing a dress or I'm playing with girls' toys, and it's an understanding, it's differentiating between the gender that they are and what the gender role is, which is really important. And it's a really important developmental stage, and they do this, they learn these things and put it all into place through play. That's how children learn.
And it's all natural and it all happens. So if parents, and let's face it, new parents, they haven't had a 5-year-old boy before who is exhibiting what we as adults consider a bit strange, what do they do? Is it that important?
First of all, relax. It is not important at all. As Dr Phil himself says in that same piece of advice, this is not any indicator of future sexual orientation. If you're worried about how this is going to affect your child down the track, don't. If your boy turns out to be gay, playing with a doll isn't going to make him more gay. If he is gay, if he's not gay, playing with a doll isn't going to make him gay. It has nothing to do. One has nothing to do with the other.
Well, life will
it's all
take
about
its
self-identification.
Natural course. Hey, Felicity, thank you very much for your expertise on this morning.
No worries. You're welcome, Kerri-anne.
Good morning. Felicity Moore from Brisbane.